And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You ready?
No, check. He's Mike.
Pick it up. Greystone, Travis.
Pick it.
Right up.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Ackerman, and that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
On the double. Check that with Mike 52 right here. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
2nd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. You draw quarters. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Ackerman gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're doing it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
On the ready.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go, here we go. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
6-6, pull it high.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on third and long. Ackerman. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. 6-0 our score after 1. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Ackerman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Back to throw. Ackerman. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Taking it about the 36. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
A toss out to Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Ackerman. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
49, check 49, check 49. General West. Fire.
2nd and 5. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun on third down, Ackerman. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left, and that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
They're on 15-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tighten up, pull it together.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
Used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Man, I got you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Donnelly trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Black. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and
8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Out. Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
From the gun, Ackerman. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Donnelly, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check safety.
Back to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the left side. Donnelly. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Look at the dance and the juke. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on third down, Ackerman. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Back to throw. Ackerman. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll keep it on the ground. Donnelly, and he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. On first down, Barkley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Barkley, the ball carrier. Kamu Boucher-Hill on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 6. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Looking to throw. Ackerman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade.
Down. 90, Wolf. 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Operating from the gun. Ackerman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Looking to throw on second down. Ackerman, he's going to let it flop. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Set, ready, 6-1, 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Ready.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked. It
certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Saints, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be the best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed guard.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking.